everyone, this is Monica Crosswaite, and this is my presentation on high-performing schools. I want to start off by saying that I think a goal of any leader is for ourselves and our teachers and our students to be successful. And if we're all successful, then I think high-performing will come automatically. Today I'm going to speak about 5 strategies and theories implemented by leaders in high-performing schools. The first is creating a vision and mission. The second is building a school of culture on trust. Third, creating motivation. Fourth, collaborating. And finally, having difficult conversations. I do want to say before we start that I think that these things are very intertwined within each other. They don't necessarily go in any particular order, but I did notice throughout my research and while I was writing that these all kind of are combined in each and every aspect of each other. So they do work together the entire time. So we're going to start with vision and mission. Having a vision is a key element to creating change. We need to have an understood and agreed upon purpose, and that's what our vision does. And it helps in reaching a common understanding for everybody because we know that when there's miscommunication and goals are not the same, then we're all kind of working in different directions and not really towards one. So creating that overarching goal. A mission is just to provide the steps to that overarching goal. We need to make sure that when creating a vision and mission that we allow all members to contribute. I definitely don't think that a leadership team themselves should come up with a vision and mission. I think that it should have input from all staff members, from the community, from parents, from students. It should be a group effort, and I think that allows for more buy-in. We need to make sure that it also embodies the best thinking about teaching and learning. We need to be focused on teaching and on learning because at the end of the day, that's what we're here for. We need to make sure that our vision and mission also inspires staff members to grow and to learn in order to reach those goals. So it needs to be written in a way that really lends itself well to a growth mindset. And we need to make our mission and visions public. Share it with parents, share it with students, share it with the public, share it with all staff members. We should all be a part of it. Some barriers. Some teachers may fear change, and that's going to be a barrier when creating a vision and implementing a mission. You're going to have a lack of motivation as well from people who don't really believe in that vision. So we need to be able to provide experiences to allow others to buy into that vision. And that leads very well into motivation. A leader who motivates is one that can inspire others to buy into the vision and mission in order to attain superior results in student achievement. That's our goal. We have to motivate everyone to go after that vision after it's created. So within motivation, there is extrinsic rewards, which is, all those things that are not internal, payouts and your name on a wall and things like that. And over time, they do tend to lead to worse performance. And people lose the desire to perform, which is not what we're wanting. So I'm leaning more towards intrinsic rewards. It gives everybody a sense of buy-in and purpose. It feels good. And when it feels good, we're going to keep doing it. And we need to make sure that these motivations keeps them on the path. And I really do think that intrinsic rewards and that feeling good keeps them on that path toward that vision. Some barriers, again, are people who are skeptical of the vision, who just don't believe in the vision whatsoever. And the culture of the school plays a huge part in this because if the culture is negative, then it's going to be extremely hard to motivate. And the same thing, if the culture is positive, it'll be much easier to motivate. So I think those go hand in hand. I also wanted to throw in that if we're hiring our staff members and inviting people into our culture and our family that have growth mindsets, I think this would be much easier. So don't give up in motivation, but before motivation can even begin, we need to really build trust. And I want to speak more about a circle of safety. So building relationships help with positive movement. And we spoke about the circle of trust with Simon Sinek, and I started reading his book, Leaders Eat Last, and he speaks more about this, and it's an amazing book. He speaks about when danger enters the circle of safety, then the circle is broken. And in order to keep danger out, it needs to be strong within. So, some barriers about a circle of safety and building relationships is unfortunately we live and we work in places where we tear each other down when we do well. I don't understand it. I think that we should be happy for everybody when they become successful, but unfortunately, that's just not where we live. So, creating a culture where we boost each other up is extremely important. We need to build genuine relationships. We can say we're building relationships with people, but you can tell when it's genuine and when it's not. And so I think that is a barrier that we need to overcome. We need to make sure that we're 100% focused on building a real relationship. And of course, building relationships takes so much time. I think that I would want to start with creating smaller circles of trust within grade level groups or within departments, and in turn, then create a larger circle of trust. So it does take time, and I think there's strategy to it. Once that there is motivation and once we have circles of trust, I think true collaboration begins. Collaboration is a crucial factor within a mission. That is going to be a step in almost every, I would say, every mission that a school will have. Collaboration is working together to achieve a common goal. And we all need to be motivated to achieve that goal. Motivation plays here. We need to have that vision. We need to feel safe. And so all of these things are intertwined, like I said at the beginning. Some barriers, we often have bad collaboration, and we've read that no collaboration is sometimes better than bad collaboration. And I also wanted to bring up collaboration when we're just sitting around a table and we're blabbing about things that we're not liking or that we are liking and things that aren't really helping us toward our vision. That's not collaboration. We might be sitting together, we might be talking, and it might be work related at that, but we're not collaborating. We're just blabbing. So, Fullen's suggestions to build a collaborative culture is to first set a small number of core goals within that group. 2, form a guiding coalition. 3, aim for collective capacity building. Work on individual capacity building, and reap the benefits of collaborative culture. So these are 5 very important steps that I think Fullen goes into. So with that, all of these things are way easier said than done. But each challenge must be overcome. There has to be something that we do to overcome those barriers. And I think that having difficult conversations is definitely one of those things that will help us overcome a lot of those barriers. When having difficult conversations, we need to remember that taking initiative and preparation is key to having difficult conversations. We need to be prepared. We can't just wing these conversations. Jennifer Abrams Jennifer Abrams says that by addressing important issues directly and professionally, educators can find self-empowerment and promote an open, healthy school environment. The first impulse in having difficult conversations difficult situations is just to not speak up and not do anything about it. But as leaders, we need to make sure that our reasoning for not having difficult conversations isn't selfish. We need to keep in mind what is best for students, and sometimes these awkward moments and hard conversations are definitely what is needed to continue to that vision. So it's no small job, the job that we're wanting, but we need to make sure that these strategies are implemented, and I think it will be easier if we do implement these strategies that I spoke about. Creating a vision and mission, motivating staff intrinsically, building relationships and a circle of safety, creating collaborative cultures, and having difficult conversations. Thanks for listening, and have a fantastic Saturday.